Okay, are we live? Skibbity toilet. Yabba dabba doo? Okay. We are live. Get the game open. Resume. Music. There we go. Hey 24, hello. I'm a little bit late. Yo. Want to show? Oh, okay. What is it you want to show? Why does it look like him? Ah, him. Name this dog. Let's see. Oh, I like that. Hang on, I'm going to favorite that because I want to turn that into a other save. I want to turn that into a emote. It looks so good. The man, the myth, the legend. Snoop Lion. Wasn't he trying to call himself Snoop Lion for a little while there? Looks just like the guy. He does. Snoop Doggy Dog. Now, no matter how much anybody tries to make me unpause, we're not going to. And fingers crossed there's no crashes because it took me more than 45 minutes to load the game today. I do not know why. But here we are. Something is broken, as to be expected. Did you load it from a floppy drive? I was thinking maybe. I was wondering why. Because I like... it was very surprising. Like, it has been... Every time I've launched it the last couple of days, it's taken... Like, I've noticed it's taking a bit longer each time. And today... It spent 20 minutes on the loading, like, before even the main menu, 20 minutes on the loading screen, which I thought was very suspicious. And then when it finally did load in, it took like 25, 30 minutes to load. Now it does all the asset loading. It took 30 minutes to load that. Usually it like zooms through, you can see the progress meter going, but this one was like 1% every minute, and then it would freeze. So I don't know if an asset got updated and has become like massive, but I don't think that's the case. Because even I force shut it down and then relaunched without any assets or mods enabled, and it still took like 40 minutes to load. It was a bit quicker, but it still took forever. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll just load with all the mods and see if it loads in, and it loaded in after about 40 minutes. So it's always got a surprise for you, doesn't it, this game? Testing the limits of my patience, that's for sure. Okay, we can't have this very large Park. We can have the large car park. Aha. Staff parking for the factory. And this looks really cool. The energy drink bottling plant. Making prime energy drink. Is it even marketed as an energy drink? They probably tried to. But it's like just 90% sugar or something, so they'll be dreaming. This loading bay. The loading bay where you can't get any trucks in because this awning is in the way. What is this? A big barred gate. Interesting. But I tried adding a few more rocks to my quarry along this outer edge here, and even some more of the cliffs, just to create it more, make it look even more interesting. Because I mean that is what this game is just adding details, layers and layers of details. They have a driving school in Euro Truck Sim 2. Oh my god. Like RP truck driving. Hey, pork chop lasagna nights. Ooh, had to vibe park my trucks. Do they actually? Is it like legit? Like learning how to drive a truck, or is it more like Gmod RP sort of stuff? Lasagna night. You know what I had for dinner tonight? A bowl of rice with some tuna. So, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous, pork chop. You've always got like really nice food. Sadly, when I cook for myself, all I have is really crappy food. Bunch of basics / tutorials, especially parking related. Ah. Truck driving school near job number 2. They drive around in these trucks with big blocks of concrete on them. Oh, mate, okay. Because I've seen those, like driving on the road though. I don't know if that's the same thing. They might just be transporting a concrete slab. Rice is not crappy, what do you mean? Well, it's crappy when you don't have nice sauces with it. Can't disagree with me on that one, can ya? On the road. Hey, Dream. Oi, oi, oi. Hello, hello. Word. Okay. So we're going to link these car parks together in the middle and perhaps just have a big walkway through here.
What's up? This is where it's at. Sky Radio 101.8. Let's get back to the music.
It said Sky Ray, not Sky Rail. Loaded up Cities 2 yesterday for the first time in over a month. It runs like crap. Okay, I'm not the only one then, Dream, because literally it took me 45 minutes to load this game today. Not even the save, just the game. I thought I had gone crazy. Because it was definitely just running like shit. Or loading like shit, I guess, is the right term. Game runs okay, but it sends my CPU temp up to 90. Okay, we're just using... Okay, hang on, I'm checking what's the heat coming out of my... Feels alright. It didn't burn my hand touching it, so I'm gonna pretend that that's fine. Hey, Space Pants. $90 is a bit high. If you're able to cook breakfast on there, if you can warm up a kebab on your PC, it might be running a bit hot. This is giving me an idea. I might make a little viewing platform here so that you can look at the wonderful... I could do some train spotting here. And some wetland watching. Bird spotting. Train and bird spotting. Truck driving school, like a regular driving instructor. Change gear, change gear, change gear. There we are. Now, I was thinking of connecting these two, but maybe we'll leave it. Yeah, that should be fine, shouldn't it? She'll be right. Been playing Crimson Desert. Nice runway for the BMW driver. We've had... Yeah, I actually, true you say that. 24, I'm sure there'd be 1 or 2 BMWs that have crashed into the wetlands below. Or the Range Rover Jeeps. Playing Crimson Desert, pretty good. Glad my Xbox still fired up. Hot lasagna picks in general, straight from the oven. I actually cleaned my oven today in preparation of moving out. I was deep into the arms fully in the oven, scrubbing everything. And it's pretty clean now, but holy shit, there was so much crap. Oh, mamma mia. Do I see eggplant in there? That actually looks delicious. Complete yuppie car wreckage. Why is it so expensive to insure my BMW now? Just spinach. Okay. Because I saw in the bottom right of the lasagna tray, I see what looks like a eggplant. The spinach is to offset the cheese, huh? It's healthy now. looks so delicious though. I want some. Crimson Desert is quite disappointing. Opinion is based only on the streams I've watched. Apparently there's a bunch of crappy AI art, which is never disclosed as required. Ah. Interesting. Now, does that mean that it actually isn't AI art and it's just really shit? Is there a chance? Playing devil's advocate here, but sometimes the art is just that bad. There's a lot of weirdness to it, but overall it's very fun. It is a Korean game, right? I remember playing Black Desert for a little bit, giving it a try, and it was very... like, there's a lot of stuff happening. Does it sort of run like a single-player MMO? What I've heard is that people do not like the controls. That seems to be like the number one complaint currently. Yeah, the controls are awful. What's so bad about it though? Have they like it's not WASD or something to move around? What have they done to earn the amount of scorn that it's getting? WASD and 15 other keys. Oh jeez. Don't forget to press F7 sometimes. What is that? What? All my F whatever keys apart from F5 have a nice layer of dust on them from never being used. So that literally is like MMO controls. Controls are okay in my mind, mainly because I'm on console. There we go. They've had to actually have like some kind of design philosophy in mind instead of just being like, assign it to a key on the keyboard. It doesn't matter which one. Which one hasn't been used yet? F7. Alright, we'll put it there. Initially devved as an MMO. Well, yeah, I think Black Desert Online was their original thing, and that was an MMO. If it's by the same company, because I think there's a lot of comparisons being drawn between those two, right? You can also interact with a bunch of things. Hold down Control, which makes you point. Then you point at the thing while still holding Control and press E. Ew. Okay, I have a little bit of hope that they'll update the controls to make it more user-friendly. If they just release it and be like, deal with it, then that's not a good sign.
You're listening to Sky Rail Radio. This is the place where travel and transportation is a big thing. Let's play some music.
Hope in Korean games? Ill-founded hope, but it's hope nonetheless. We can always be pleasantly surprised, huh? The reveal mechanics are a bit jank. Limited multiple meltdown. Maybe I should play it, huh? Multiple meltdowns trying to play the game. Maybe they're doing it for the farming content though. Turn it into a clip. $100. I'll claim it as a tax write-off. Cost of business. I wonder if I can do that. It's a business expense. From a watching perspective, I had absolutely no clue what was happening most of the time and couldn't really recognize a storyline. Nice. That sounds amazing. I've got no clue what's happening, but I'm doing something. There's a lot of flashing lights. The storyline is more of a suggestion, apparently. I mean, it is an MMO. Usually the MMO storylines are a bit shit. Or very, very similar to each other. You're telling me a mysterious bad guy has come and upset the balance of this fantasy world? And it's up to us, and only us, to solve the crisis? Say it ain't so. It's not an MMO. There's no online or multiplayer parts to it. I feel like it is probably has the same vibe as an MMO. It's just you're alone. I'm getting the feeling that that's sort of what the game is. For a AAA release, it's got its problems, but I enjoy it. It is what it is. I found the story compelling. I humbly disagree. Oh. Okay. What is the story? Without going into spoilers, what is the story about? Give me the Spark Note summary. Unlike us Twitch dwellers, just watching from the sidelines. Auto save. Okay. So we're going to create like a tiered planter system, same way that we have like this here. So there'll be 3 tiers. We'll have the lower tier, this middle tier, and the upper tier, where we'll put some kind of like landscaped garden thingy. It should look nice. No crashing Sunday. Fingers crossed. The more that word gets thrown around, the more I think we're going to manifest a crash. And if we do, then we'll actually have to play a different game. It'll be the rest of the stream just staring at a loading screen. You ated the lasagna? Was it good? I mean, how can it not be? Even if it was burnt to hell, it would still taste good. It's impossible to destroy a lasagna. Cue somebody in chat saying you don't know how good my cooking is. There are leftovers. Nice. For lunch/dinner tomorrow as well then. And you know what? Sometimes you have to let it rest overnight for the flavor to truly develop. In the same way you might rest a steak after you cook it, you gotta let that lasagna sort of soak in everything. We'll definitely chuck a container on the back of a train heading along the Trans-Australian Railway. Nullable crisp lasagna. It'll keep it warm for me. Try to summarize, but it's hard to explain on a Twitch comment, so I've given up on that. Right. Hang on, let's look it up, huh? Crimson Desert Story Summary. Character journeys to reunite his companions, build a new base, and uncover mythical mysteries. Emphasizes leading a mercenary group. Oh, can we usurp the throne like we do, like 24? Make the Byzantine emperor mysteriously disappear.
Good day, everyone. This
several
is Host
times.
Terry and Zelda, and you're listening to Skyrail Radio. This is the place where travel and transportation is a big thing. Let's play some music.
I'm given a throwback to when we played Crusader Kings 3 and the Byzantine emperor kept dying mysteriously. A Bagnaria becoming an AI. Chat GBT. The moment you became emperor, everything became worse. Well, I like almost immediately get disfigured and thrown out of the courtroom. Somebody concocted a conspiracy which made me my nose got cut off, and then I became that deemed me not worthy to rule. It was almost the exact same as when I got that started with that one province in Sicily, and then immediately got like my title revoked and was just sitting for 100 years doing nothing. An optimal distribution of ingredients across a 3-dimensional space. Yes. Cheese, pasta, and mince. And a bit of the bechamel as well. You got to alternate the layers. Oh, mamma mia. Lost my title. I was so rich as a mercenary. Yeah, I feel like the administrative government form in CK3 is very prone to just making you start with nothing. Or start with nothing and then very quickly return to nothing. Face card revoked, literally. Role-playing IRL Byzantine politics. No, I'm not suited for the Game of Thrones. If that's the case. Probably try and be a knight like Sir Duncan, and then immediately get backstabbed and die. Fall victim to some lord's political games. Oh, I wish 24. I'm not that popular. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. Daddy Paradox. Give me Cities Skylines 3, please. 2027 Stockholm trip. I haven't even heard of that, Bagnario. Which I guess isn't a good sign for me. Well, I do have, what, 1 year? The streamers and content creators just got back from Sweden. Ah. Well, you might still be able to 24. Remote work. They require you to be in the office? Oh. Oh no. That's a deal breaker. Even for me. Phil's video. Phil... Oh. Do I have to spell it out? See. Plan of plays. I went to Stockholm to meet Iceflake and Paradox. Oop. Oh wow. How many people were there? Where's the roll? $2.20. Okay, a fellow Aussie. Sully, yes. Hang on, how do I turn off captions? It's blocking all the... Hmm. Interesting. Picana. Vainglorious. Oh no, I think that's just a $2.20. Infrastructurist, Sunny, Biffa, Poplar Ponderosa. Huh. Wow, okay. That's a lot of people. Damn, I should have gone. I could have given all kinds of advice on how to create heritage buildings. But, actually... Must be included in 2027. I think it's an uphill battle to get to make it that far.
And you're listening to Skyway Radio.
I probably need to start making YouTube videos or something like that if I want to become relevant enough. Rocked up uninvited. Sup guys, it's me, don't you know, Chief? Oh yeah. Aren't you the guy that streams at really inconvenient hours? Yeah, that's me. How can I unpause my game? That'll be top of the agenda. Hey Stu. Hate the vocal in the Cities music. Yes, sometimes it's actually like kind of funny, but I think that's the first couple of times you hear it is when it's okay, but then when it's constantly going, it gets annoying. Because there's the option to like enable or disable ads, but it still plays the ads anyway, no matter what button you click on there. The biggest thing from Redacted's video, the denizens of the Paradox forums is where they're looking to for a lot of feedback. I feel like that might be a bit of a depressing forum to have a look at. Because every time I've looked on the forums for anything, it's people complaining. And not like constructive complaining, it's just whinging. So it must be different from what I thought it was. How come I cannot select the rock? Let me click the rock. Please? Rock? Okay. There we go. Play the good music so we can all procrastinate. It says feel good funk. Maybe we can bring up Stu's playlist again. But I got because I get a notification if the stuff gets copyright flagged. Because there's no like negative impact if it does. They just delist it for now. But what was funny is it got flat. There's like 36 different flags for that one stream because of all the music. So that was a bit funny to take a look at and be like, holy shit, that's a lot of flags. Try to make GTA radios with the ads. Yeah, they're going for a similar vibe. I always feel like kind of alien with how chill I am with these ads and radio host segments. Well, I think the problem is it's like there's like some kind of backstory going on with the radio host and like their guests or whatever, but then they never go further than that. So you're sort of getting blue-balled to whatever story is happening on the radio. Because I think one of the radio channels has like the main host lady and then her assistant. So it's like it sounds like there's a story there, but then it doesn't go anywhere. And yeah, and the German guy. Professor Nutbutter. Should set up song requests. I was actually today I was looking at if I could like separate the YouTube audio that's live, that's streamed, and the Twitch audio that's streamed, and it looks like there is a way to do it. It's just a bit complicated, so I might need, if I can figure that out and get it working correctly, then we can do like Spotify playlists and stuff like that without any hassle. And then they kiss. I want the story to reach its conclusion, Pork Chop. Even if we get the kiss. Kiss. Thinking about it, about audio. Another autosave. Giving me a heart attack. What were you thinking, Stu? Let me get the random rotation. Okay, I do want this to look like it's semi-manicured, taken care of. This doesn't really give you that impression, does it? Maybe we can do a ring of palm trees. Thinking is for nerds. That's what we have ChatGPT for. It can do all the thinking first. A ring of fire, I see. Crimson Fire 24. Super hot fire. Two separate audio, one for YouTube and Twitch without copyright songs, and another with all the songs that I want. Yeah, well, the way that, like, what I was looking at, the way that it was explained to me is that on OBS you can have multiple audio channels, which I've got all that set up already. Because if you, like, you can have your stream audio be one thing, and then what ends up going onto the VOD can be whatever tracks that you want specifically. So you could have, like, everything go into the VOD except for the browser audio, for example. And then that means you don't have any music playing, any copyrighted music playing in the VOD. But OBS can do that, like, because OBS doesn't natively have multi-streaming in there, so you need a plugin, and the plugins usually don't support having those track selection things for YouTube as well. I think the radio PSAs are misused. Should only be triggered when issues become chronic and the current usage replaced by news chirps. Yeah, like, it is reactive, but it tends to just repeat the same radio messages over and over again. Does Meld Studio have this? I do not know. It's very repetitive. Meld supports multi-streaming by default. Okay. Is it better than OBS? Now, I think it'd probably be a bad idea to have palm trees along the center median. But that's just me. I'm going to try and add in as many palm trees as I can in this space here. Make it look very, very retro, postmodern. I just use regular OBS, maybe with ITM. Also biased as regular OBS is the only one on Linux. Yeah, I've got currently I have OBS with SE Live, Stream Elements Live plugin, because that lets you do multi-streaming, but it is very, like, jank, I think is a good word. Better is a big word. It's easier, more beginner friendly from what I've heard. ATM. Meld. Okay. Peanuts still making their way home to Oz. On an epic journey. Having to take the long way around too, because they can't go through Dubai. So they have to go, like, extra long distance flights. They probably have to do some kind of connection thing to Singapore or Hong Kong, Kuala Lumpur. Grandpa's 101st birthday. Had to finish 1.5 kilo of pasta. Well, congrats, Bagnario, on your grandpa, your nono. Congratulations. And we'll see. Are you making the chocolate pasta, the brown cocoa pasta? ATM for multi-stream. Okay. Should write this down. Important info. It's actually, I don't have a pen on me, so sticky notes. Multi-streaming software. So we have OBS plus ATM plugin. And then we also have Meld. So there's the two. We'll see how they work. It might not be much better. My no, yes. Send a pic of the pasta later. Yes, please, Magnario. Thank you. But yeah, congrats, dude, and enjoy. It'll be fun. Heard and try to look into ATM. Seems the only one that really supports Linux.
I was thinking the other day, what makes life
Multi-stream is on the AUR2, so I might actually try using it.
You might
My
wonder
Wi-Fi
why
probably can't
the
handle
seriousness
multi-streaming.
all of a sudden? Well, I stumbled over the book 100 Years of Solitude.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how well my multi-streaming
Did I
works,
pronounce it right?
because my upload
For
isn't
what
much
it's worth,
better.
That was my best Spanish accent. Even though I know Gabriel was Colombian.
Because I don't like actively monitor it,
Anywho, after reading this book,
as 24 has
I
discovered.
and I
Or
struggled with
25.
existential questions. After a couple of hours, I came to a conclusion. It might sound shallow and pretentious, but for me, doing what I do, playing
Does
music
YouTube even
with you
support
guys,
excluding
and to
tracks from
talk
VODs?
about
So it
anything
wouldn't be
under the sun
YouTube that does it,
makes life
24. It would be
worth living.
your streaming software
Thank you for listening.
that isolates the
This is
audio
Cantina
tracks
Forrester,
before
and you are
it goes
listening
out
to Cloud
into the
Lounge
ether,
FM.
because that's how OBS
Here's
works
another song
for Twitch. OBS VOD track should work. Well, I've got that set up, world map, but it still plays, like, the YouTube will still get the audio tracks, the music. Because with the multi-streaming, at least the stream elements version, you don't get to pick which one goes out. It's just assigned to the same as whatever you go live with. YouTube tends to be a lot more fucky with music stuff. Yeah, I got 30 something strikes on the last stream with the 90s playlist. It works if the server supports it. I know Twitch does. Yeah, so it might just be YouTube. I've got a little idea here that I'm going to experiment with. We're going with bubbles. Okay, so there is a height limit. Twitch, can you not broadcast to me in 40 pixels? I mean, it might be me. Never know. So my internet has been acting up recently as well, as we are all aware. So we're going to have this lumpy, clumpy thing. And within this, we'll have that, and then we can put different stuff on it. Whenever I'm reading about VOD tracks, it says special track designed for Twitch VOD compliance. Michael Bublé monument. VOD complaint. VOD compliance. Somehow still get copyright striked. Is anybody gonna notice this as they drive past? For like 5 seconds I'll be like, what the hell is that? And then keep going. You know what? And that's exactly what we're going for. Because that's usually how there's like a highway art ends up. Sort of drive past it at 100 k's an hour and go, there's something there, but I'm not quite sure what it is. And you only get a decent half understanding of what it actually is when it's like the 30th time you've driven past. Two big explosions behind it, one above, one below. Gotta be a little Googie style. Googie? Make little bubbles. Going for that, how do you say it? Fruitiger arrow? Like the purple place. The purple place style. Didn't put down any street signs. I mean, I we should, but also I need to figure out a system for how to make them. Because if we're going to start making street signs, they have to be compliant with some kind of existing standard. I can't just make it up as we go along. No way. Almost got up for. You dare make a suggestion of that nature? Banned. How dare you? Yeah, definitely pork chop. Supposed to only give bad advice. There we go. Our mountain of stuff. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you guys remember this really old cartoon. I used to watch it all the time as a kid. Whenever it made its way onto TV, it was like, Roly Poly Oly. You have to go far in the memory banks for that show. Hey, Moya. Roly Poly Oly. Oh, you do remember it, Pork Chop. Nice. I'm not the only one. I used to watch that show all the time. Whenever it was on, yes, in the robot-shaped house, and there was like it was like a big ball-looking thing coming out of the ground. They're all yellow. Yes. I think there was like the grandpa as well. I think there was. Roly Poly Oly. 1998. There were 6 seasons at least. And he had like a little dog friend. Yeah, oh my god. It definitely looks like it was animated in the late 90s / early 2000s. And there was another one, George Shrinks, I think it was. Yes, 2000. Oh my god. I remember that show too. He had like a transforming car. Oh my god. Baby. Thrifted my penguin plush wrapped in a tea towel like a baby. Ah. Thrifted, does that mean sold? Because
What's up? This is Cantina Forrester, and you are listening.
I don't think I've ever gone to bought anything from a thrift shop. I probably would start doing that soon. But do you sell to a thrift shop or do you donate? Because if it's donate, then I've done that with Vinnie's. Donate, right, okay. So I've actually got a whole bunch of clothes that I don't need anymore, that I've been discovering as I dig through all the boxes and stuff for packing. Is there one with like a sympathetic arrangement of colours? We use this one with the poop water. It is symbolic of this river that will flow once the shit pipes start working. Got an expensive hoodie for $9 New Zealand dollars. Oh, nice. I do feel like it's a valid strategy, Moya. Like, if you ever want to get expensive furniture, you wait until it's council cleanup in an area that like has a lot of rich people, because I feel like what they'll throw out, or what they'll consider like old and needs to be replaced, everybody else on the planet will be like, holy shit, that is almost brand new and looks like it costs like $20,000. So I'm kind of tempted to just start driving around when it's council cleanup, and like I might even get a brand new fridge, almost brand new fridge from it. There's a lot of fur coats. Yeah, I guess they've gone out of fashion, right? Or I say that, but I mean like people rightfully consider it non-ethical for like the farmed furs. Felt very real, so I was no. Yeah. Isn't there like a big industry of like possum fur or something in New Zealand? Isn't that a big thing? I may be wrong though. Because they're introduced species, right? Don't know actually. Ah. I think I remember seeing some YouTube video about like possum hunting in New Zealand, and then I think it was because they're introduced from Australia, so they're encouraged to be hunted. But then people like to sell the furs. They get hunted 100%. Don't know if you'd be able to eat them though. I feel like there wouldn't be much meat. Or would taste very good. Okay, there's our rocks to frame the pond. And now we're gonna mess around. I was gonna say like create something artistic, but I am not artistic. And now we add shrubbery onto these platforms. Hey, puller truck. Hello. There we are. I don't know if this qualifies as sophisticated landscaping, but we'll run with it. And we'll adjust the heights to make it look like there's different different types of palm trees growing here. Hello. Mentions of shrubbery evoking my memories of the Tardigrade song. The Tardigrade song, huh? I don't think I know that one. It's like the same as the Coconut song. I'd never heard of that one before. Bring that out and connect it about. This will go around and down. Q.
What's going on?
I'm just waiting for a mate.
No worries, Moya. This art installation in a spot that's going to be very rarely seen, and potentially distract drivers who are driving on the right hand side of the road in an area where they're probably not used to that. We're just testing our drivers. From Cosmo Sheldrake. Oh my god, I don't know that one, Porkchop. Cosmo Sheldrake. What is that? Oh. Tardigrade song. 11 years ago. Oh! Oh, that was a while ago. Hear the crackling of the electricity generator over here. I think I turned down the sound effects a bit. Yeah, it's not as obnoxious as before. That looks a bit better. I mean, it's not done yet, but I feel like this at least is some kind of use for the space. Some kind of use that isn't, like, ridiculous. Because I'm sure somebody somewhere could have convinced the transport authority, like, need to put something there. And why not a bit of art for all the people coming to and leaving the city?
Hello and welcome to Cloud Lounge FM. With me, Cantina Forrester.
Yeah, that's fine there.
We got lots to talk about today, but before we dive into today's topic, let's play another song.
What is that? There's something phasing through there. And I did not like it. Got that pedestrian path down there, but no access to it. Pedestrian plebs just get a concrete wall. Yeah, well, this is supposed to be like people aren't really going to walk along this section here. It's more like this section, sure, because then they can cross over and get up over that way. And there's the station access here. But as they go further along, this doesn't directly connect. It's more this side where you'll be able to go along. At least to this point. And then along here is sort of a pedestrian dead zone. That's what I'm hoping it will be like. And then this just transitions to the wetland. Once we get to this bridge here. Got what, 1, 2, 3 tiers crossing over a river. A relic from a half-funded project. Yeah, just like real life. I mean, we say we're trying to simulate real life, so that's pretty accurate. Half-baked projects that should never have been funded from the get-go. That sounds about right. And I just pressed that button when I didn't mean to. I just flashbanged everybody on stream. My eyes!
Scheiße.
Scheiße, exactly. I need to start adding more swear words. Hang on, that's grass. We don't have. It's just the palm trees on the sand. And small stones. Ding ding. Okay, here we are. a little bit of a mess. When I look from it afar, it just looks very busy. That's fine. It's fine. I think we can turn our attention to this area now. Well, this is not like too visually overwhelming. You can tell there's something there, but it's not like sticks out too much. Now this is our viewing platform for the wetland down below. Make it to a bear cage. I think, isn't there's an animal spawner. I think it's got bears. Unless it's the moose that I've mixed it up with. Oh no, there. A bear spawner. Sir Handel. Sir Handel and Peter Sam. Didn't his name end up changing? Like in a zoo? Maybe we could make... We tried making that aquarium for Jelly. But maybe a zoo we could do? We could do a zoo? How did I pull that off? I actually managed to do that. Redeem broken. Well, it wasn't. It's not Sir Handel. It's Duncan, isn't it? Hang on. Let's try that. Let's do it again.
Scheiße.
There it is. I forget. So Handel's the little blue dude. And Peter Sam is the little green dude. Duncan is the yellow dude. Duke is the brown dude. Then there's like Scarloey and Reneus. Activated nerd mode. And then there was Rusty, the diesel thing. Do they have anybody else? I don't think so. Well, nothing's popping to the top of my mind. Yeah, what else is there? And then there was Smudger, who got turned into a heater or something, and then locked in this. Got his wheels removed, and then just got dumped on the side of a station. What a fate. The names got disconnected in my brain. Now, we expect you to remember absolutely every name. Especially if you're gonna buy the train sim game. You must remember all the names perfectly as well. Otherwise you'll get in big trouble.
Hello and welcome to Cloud Lounge FM. With me, Cantina.
Why is they all so
We got lots to talk about today.
off?
But before we dive into today's topic,
Never lets me select
play
all
another
the nodes properly. I think that's alright. Okay, so that's level. Could we put something there or nah? So I also need to figure out how to terminate this road. Tough one, tough one. Oh, that looks terrible. Reading up on the Skarloey Railway and realizing 5-year-old me was assigning genders to all these locos with no point of reference. Skarloey, Percy, and James are all girls to me. Yeah, I thought, I think I got it pretty right. Like, I think Skarloey was, yeah, definitely a girl, but then I think Rheneas was a bit like, I wasn't sure. Like Toby, I wasn't 100%. Because Toby the tram looks like they've got a skirt with that front grill thing. And Percy too. How does that look with the trees up here? That's okay. We won't put anything here. I think we'll make a loop road, and that'll make it look like the terminus for that. Same as what we've got here. How do we make this actually? I've got to do some archaeology on my own builds just to figure out what the hell I did. What would that be? 16. Okay. So we go over here. And then this one I think we get a bit crazy. How did that not even connect, bro? Come on. Try again. You have an eyedropper tool. Wait. I do, like, I know what that does. It selects it, but it doesn't tell me the dimensions, right? Like the length. I need to know the exact measurements and angles. I think I got it. Let's see. Looking for the network. Ah, yeah. Nah, I was looking for the measurements. There we are. See, and now that clearly looks like the end of a road. There we go. That's the last dreg of coffee at 11:37 at night. Wonderful. Perfect for the start to the work week. Oh my god. Who needs sleep? Have you been spamming the pedestrian overpasses everywhere? I haven't actually built any yet. I tested it out over here. But I think the one thing that I'm going to have a bit of trouble with is actually connecting these across to make a even larger overpass. Like lengthwise. Because I'm thinking the overpass isn't just over the road. We use it to connect blocks to each other. Like, if you're thinking like really urban environment, I want to have pedestrian sky bridges connecting blocks so that people can walk around completely unhindered by traffic lights and dodging cars. So I want to figure out how to integrate that too. It's like, for example, I've got this bridge overpass here. I want to bring it all the way over to this area. How am I going to do that? Those are the type of quandaries that we're trying to resolve. What can we place? Maybe something really basic. This is basically like a glorified highway stop. I guess that makes sense. And then we can put signage along the side here. It's free advertising space. Hey, Elena. Thank you. Hang on. Here it is. Look what you've done. Hello. Now we're in business. Ready to build more stuff. I mean, we've just finished this thing, this park. I don't know if it's it looks good, but art is subjective. Hey, Wave. Yes, now we're rolling. Looks awesome, thank you. We used those circle planters and just like layered them on top of each other to make it look like some kind of bubbly thing. It's a bit messy. We might refine it. We might reduce the number of trees or something. Only missing bears. Polytruck wants the bears. And a fence to the riverside. So this will be one habitat for a bear, huh? How does the person come in to feed them? How do they get access?
Hi there. This is Cantina Forrester.
They just
And you're
throw the food out the window as they drive past on the highway? I feel like that would be very cruel to the poor bear. Give them deers. We'd immediately get in all kinds of trouble from basically every regulator. Be like Tiger King levels of animal cruelty, I think. I'm thinking we move this to this higher area up here. And then have a road that comes off and makes its way up. In the same manner that we have like this area up here. There's a roundabout with a small road leading up. I think we could do something similar. Ogre here. Terrain tiering. Yes. Usually you do it for housing, but for some reason we put this industrial area in like a beautiful valley. And we've corrupted it with concrete and pollution. There we go. Very British coded. Oh. Why is there floating cardboard boxes? Yo, that can't be right. Why are they floating? That's just ridiculous. I managed to make the cardboard boxes float in the sky. These ones, those little props were up high in the sky, which was a bit weird. Right. Roundabout here. We'll put the big roundabouts in, why not? We don't need the little baby roundabouts, so we get the big ones. This is an industrial park, we got big trucks. We don't need little baby roundabouts here. Upgraded one and the other emitted a thumbs down signal. They're pissed. They want equal competition. They don't want one to have an advantage over the other. You must drag the other down to their level. Okay, this will be our road alignment. How's that for a incline? Kind of steep, but a truck can get up there. Like the two Audi brothers in North and South Germany. Oh yeah, there's two Audis, isn't there? There's like the blue one and then the one that's in Australia, the blue and yellow. I forgot about that. That's a very brother thing to do, get in a rivalry about whose supermarket is better. Now, I think we could potentially move this back. Like that. Use the zigzag road tool. There we are. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but good enough. Oh, what did I press? The Windows button by accident. Whoops. In Germany, made some nice renovating to old coal mines. Turn them to lakes and connecting canals. Quick save. Alright. F5. We've done it. Connecting canals. So are they, is it actually like trafficable by barges or something? Like, is it actually used economically, or is it just like people could take their little boats for a drive around the quarry just for fun? Yeah. I think. Spooky things while moving. Using move it, always a good reminder. Yes. Very smart, pork chop. Very wise. Okay, so they're up the mountain there. There's this whole entrance back here that's sort of cut off by a giant cliff, so maybe we'll adjust the landscaping back there as well. We'll figure it out. This is part of the area. 5131. Hedged off as an employee break area. Yeah, we could make it into like a I was thinking of putting the cliff walls along there. Because we need to give like a justification as to why it's broken off back there. Let's have a look here. Where is this? Oh wow, yeah, they're proper like lakes. Oh, is this that part of Germany where they've got the giant excavator that's just digging all the coal out? You can see where they've like absolutely obliterated the landscape. Holy shit. We're all coal mines. All mines in the 80s. Oh my god.
Hello, everyone. So I got this question from one of our listeners.
Yeah, you can see where there used to be, where the ponds are, and then where they are currently, which is just like these massive scars.
That broadcasts from above cloud level. Valid question, I have to say. I spent some time thinking about this, and my conclusion, based on the assumption that we are the only radio station broadcasting from above cloud level, is that the music we play takes us to
There's something going on in
unimaginable
Poland on the
heights,
border as
which
well, near
requires
Dresden.
that we,
There's
as
like
a
this
radio
little
station, is on par
little
with the music, and therefore
promontory.
we need to broadcast from above cloud level. Does that make any sense? Probably not.
And it's just like an open cut pit mine in Poland. Where's the because they did it in, I think it's somewhere in Western Germany, where they're cutting coal out too. They had to like move everybody out of the way because the big excavator would just obliterate the town. Alright, before I get too lost in the map, once I start looking at Google Earth, I just keep looking around. Can't help it. We'll put this here. Lower it down. There we are. I'm not sure how safe it would be to be so close to a cliff edge like this. But you know what? Real life is stranger than fiction, so I'm sure there is an actual example of something like this happening. Oh, wrong thing. Had it right the first time. This one. It's the same as the old snow filter on cars. Yeah, it just adopts the same texture as whatever the terrain is. So it appears static when you move it around. Another thing that needs a bit of attention. Mod maker, please fix. Literally unplayable. 10-minute vid in Discord about that project. Okay. When I did a quick pan around Dresden, it looks like there's quite a few examples of that rehabilitation. I don't know if it really is. I think they just fill it with water, say out of sight, out of mind. All the heavy metals are at the bottom of the pit, and then just call it a day. There's a bit more than that. Okay. Not as straightforward as I make it sound. They line the bottom with baking paper. As good as new. Five by 5, let's try that. Level 5, what do we get? Nothing much. Use this one though. Video title is a $4 billion plan. Oh my god. 11:59. Almost 12 o'clock. Nearly midnight. Nearly bedtime. Now it's 12. I tried landscaping here, making it look like a drainage ditch. Like a dried up drainage ditch. Good morning. Oh my god. Pork Chop also the same kind of person who will message everybody on the 1st of January. Haven't seen you since last year. I mean, I do the same. But I reserve my right to judge. I don't think we could fit anything more on this side of the road. Maybe a 2x2 here. Maybe even a 2x3. It's a bit cheeky. Hell yeah. These new cliff things are very useful. I think over here is the best example of it. And over there. These small cliffs over here feel like they're sort of just an afterthought. So I think they need to be used sparingly and more for like dramatic spaces. Like this still works because it's like a floodplain that's been eroded. So the cliff along the edge there makes sense. We've got like the active river and then the space here that only becomes active during like heavy rainfall or something like that. Should just be a terrain tool. Yeah. I mean, I remember downloading a whole bunch of assets in Cities 1 to make cliffs and stuff. Like the giant boulders. And they had them. They had them in Cities 1. I think that they were a bit strange though. They're like terrain conforming boulders. So they all like stretched and deformed in weird ways. Try 6x6. We can fit one in this space. Let's try this one. It's just got a funky shape. There we go. We could decorate all around. Try to have it on a slope where you'd expect it and it just look peculiar. Yeah, because it was like on top of the slope. Even if the slope was like that and you put the thing down, you think you go down like that, but the rock deformed to look like that.
What's
This is
up?
strange.
This is Cantina Forrester, and you are listening to Cloud Lounge FM. Don't touch that dial.
Like, you could always tell there's something weird happening. Even this area is going to have industrial stuff, all orbiting the main car park there. Switch on whatever this makes. Electrical goods. This is also in a dangerous spot, right behind the cliff. Surely nothing dangerous would ever happen here, right? Right? Here's the flip. There we are. I feel like that looks a bit more coordinated. And that's not as sharp a turn too, which will be helpful for the buses and all the trucks that go through here. Reaching the slow blinking part of the night. I can feel my brain like actively slowing down. Time to unpause and look at how it works. I've got a new problem now, Polytruck, actually, with the game. It now takes 40 minutes to load. So that's new. That started today. I don't think there was any updates or patches, but it's our new bit of peculiarity to deal with. Which is always fun, isn't it? Oh, I couldn't put the cliff over here? Damn. I'll do something here. Do that. Well, half the road will have a footpath. Oh wait, does that need... Oh, there is the... There we go, all fixed. Mod update maybe. Service vehicles visible in service vehicle parking. Still one of my favorite patch notes. Yeah. But they can't move. If I unpause, it crashes. And I don't think it's the mods. I think it's a save. Because I launched the save with no mods enabled. It still crashed. So it's the save. I don't know how to fix that. If there even is a fix. I don't wanna just leave this save. Gotta send it to the save doctor. Yeah. I'm a bit worried though that I'll do that and then I'll just be told, yeah, shit's fucked. Rest in spaghetti. Which I feel is probably very likely. Just close your eyes and pretend we're moving. We've been doing that for a month now. Closing our eyes and hoping. Goated strat. That was an old Soviet joke. Still applicable. Still applicable. Time marches forward, but many things stay the same. Including the jokes. Hey, Amir, hello. Sir lawyer? Your Honor? Well, that's reserved for the judges, though. How you doing, man? Hopefully the exams haven't gotten too intense. Shit. Shit. I didn't mean to delete that. No matter, we shall rebuild. There we go. So we now have a cliff. This is the longest cliff we've made. It spans this whole ridge line and sort of helps establish this as its own level, and then this as the tributary down below. Had some little breaks, but exams are back. Just super intense, Amir. No. I'm sure even in the breaks, there's still a lot of work to be done. A lot of studying to do. Shouldn't turn on the reverse cycle in my room at night when the solar isn't on, but damn, it's uncomfortably warm. Time to open the windows and turn the fans on. And I think there's some principle that I forget the name of it. I always think it's called the Vermicelli principle, but it's not it. But it's like if you you don't put the fan directly against the window to blow the air out. You put it like a little bit back, and the amount of air that gets put through the fan is a lot greater. It's the same concept as like blowing up a balloon. You don't blow directly into it. You blow like a centimeter or two, like a couple of centimeters away, and then blow, and more air gets into the balloon. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's got to do with air pressure, I think. Yeah, poor Amir. We've been a bit busy. We've continued with this. Creating even more highways. Highway Peschetti. And we're expanding our road network over here now. We've got this wetland down here. And this is all we've made today. Pub Skitty.
Great music all day. You're listening to Cloud Lounge FM,
Spag
and
Bowl,
I'm your
as they
host, Cantina Felice.
horrendously call it.
I had a great talk with our janitor, Mr. Hayes, this morning. We started off
Once I
talking
complete
about
this
the most
year, I'm
common
going to the
things
Netherlands.
you guessed right.
From what I heard, it's
The
easier than my
weather.
current uni.
As you know, this last week has been quite stormy, and there's
Well,
been
good luck,
heavy
man.
rain.
Good luck, Amir.
Mr.
I mean,
Hayes
that's a
told me
big
that I should be
achievement.
safe,
You're nearly
knowing that Golden
finished.
Ridge Building has a lightning rod.
So would you go to
Thanks
the
to your
Netherlands
aid,
to
now I
do
don't have to
post
worry
grad?
about nature's fury.
Like
Here's
the
another
masters
song.
or whatever the equivalent is in law? A master's in law, that sounds pretty intense. Okay, and we've tripled the capacity of the buses here. We've got 55 buses that could potentially be used from this depot, so we are set. The LOD model's a bit funky. Easier and better ranked. Okay, so that's two birds with one stone. That's not bad. Drains down into this wetland space here. Do we want something here too? The cliff up there is kind of dramatic, isn't it? Erasmus program. You can go study 1 year in a European country, receive the degree of your actual uni. Oh, okay. Like an exchange program. Study 1 year in Maastricht. Receive the degree of I. Ah. Friend went to Kunming Uni back in the 90s. Yeah, it wouldn't have had the same reputation as it does now. It would have been a very interesting experience, though, I reckon. Because I think even then, everything was starting to pick up. Like all the construction and everything like that. So you would have seen the starts of the beginning of the transformation. Might try to continue in the Netherlands for a master's. It will be very valuable experience no matter what. Yeah. Living overseas for an extended period is how do you say? It's a canon event. I think that's what they say nowadays. Because I still remember the 18 days I spent in Japan, and that was only 18 days. You're going to spend a year overseas, that's going to be huge. His master thesis was redefining Vietnamese Marxism Leninism. Ha! So I guess that would have been like political science Politruck, or whatever the equivalent was called back then. And this highway road is going to snake up and connect up here eventually. Goal is to get a master from a uni in Paris or Amsterdam. I mean, they would be pretty good locations to get a master's, because you're talking about like business law, right? Business EU business law or something like that. Maybe even Brussels, Amir. As much as everybody likes to shit on Brussels, that is the administrative headquarters of the EU, isn't it? Also, Vietnam economic reforms, bit same like in China. Ah. Yeah, Vietnam's a bit of a powerhouse too, aren't they? At the moment, they're sort of having a boom period. Don't like the city of Brussels, but I can get through this for 2 years, I guess. I mean, Paris and Amsterdam are still two pretty good locations. I guess you have to sort of research which ones offer the best education and the most competitive on a resume. Because prestige and all that are also important, as well as the quality of education. this is how we're gonna delete the hill. There we go. Rotterdam and Lyon are in my list too. Mad at myself for not learning German before. Yeah, what's the administrative language in the EU? Is it English, even though Britain left? Or does everybody speak their own language and it's all translated? All of them. Ah, so there's no lingua franca. And it's not French. Okay, so that road is starting to form. Can put stuff in this area here. It's another big drainage basin too. There's a lot of cliffs or hillsides all leading down into this space. Well, we won't stress about that. A lot of work for translators. Do official statements in English, but in Parliament, the MP chooses their language. English is indeed the most used. We can cope and say it's because of the Irish soft power. The Irish are not to be underestimated. Okay, and here we'll have... I want to start using those French residential buildings that we got. These ones, they're very cool. We just need a few of the all these, they're quite nice. Just need the French power poles, and we can it can also pass as a Slovakian residential area. Everything is translated to 24 official languages. Oh my god. That's too many. 24 languages, god damn. I just get a massive headache trying to... The amount of paper that must be used would be obscene. Oh, no. we're throwing out an old reference there. It's been a while since we've played GeoGuessr.
Hi there, this is Cantina Forrester, and you're listening to Cloud Lounge FM.
These are all very fancy looking. But we should figure out a road layout down here. Maybe we can create like a local road that also crosses over. Could potentially pass one like from there around and over. Like there, around, and then to this ridge line and connect. Because this is a very large scar through the landscape, and I feel like there would have been houses and roads here originally that got plowed through to make this highway. Literally played GeoGuessr for 2 months after that. You are now a professional. You'll be able to you can easily differentiate between Slovakian power poles and French power poles. Traumatized into never making that mistake again. Hey, Rome. Hello, hello. Does that cross over? Not much room there. So if we want this to work, that's to go up there. God. I mean, the heights, the clearance is enough, that's for sure. But then that's too high to go down to this road, I think. 13% decline, that's crazy. Maybe we curve it and connect it there. So many decisions. But we will have to make those decisions another day because it's 12:30 and I got to work tomorrow. Just got up from me nap just in time, 24, for me to raid Riri. Is he live? Kinda rude to leave now. I'm afraid to disappoint. Yeah, cheers, Amir. And good luck to the rest of your studies, man. It sounds like it's going pretty well. It's like more and more opportunities are opening up to you. Let's see who's live. Hey, Buzo. We'll give. Mr. Trash Can's live. We'll share some love with him. We successfully raided him last time, so let's continue. There we go. Slash raid Mr. Trash Can. Is it cap sensitive? We shall find out. There we are. There we go. Be sure to spread the love with Mr. Trash Can. Go check out some more furniture and buy a lottery ticket. Oh, if we won the lotto, that would be amazing, dude. I just stream, even if it didn't make money, I'd just stream forever. That would be the life. But alas, I have to work. Yeah. Ciao, Elena. Arrivederci. We'll catch you all on the next one. Yeah, I enjoy these, having a chat and looking at pictures of lasagna, making me hungry. It made me very jealous, Pork Chop. You've inspired me. But yeah, see you guys. Catch us on the next one. Right. See yous. Love yous.